All right, welcome to the evening live stream. Gonna be kind of quiet. I got kids sleeping. One's in my room right over there. Another one's just down the stairs. So maybe not a whole lot of talking, but thanks for joining me. Yes, I'm gonna keep on going on the auth stuff here. Really, I'm just trying to finish off the auth. I want to get the sign up page where I'm actually creating a user, create a session in the database, and then when I require the user, look that up in the database. Yeah, log out, update the login page so it actually does the right stuff. Definitely not going to get here, but I don't know, I think I can probably get this done in an hour if I'm thinking correctly. All right. Oh, that's blinding. Let's get some colors from the docs site. Oh, it's already there. All right, thank you. Get my dark color scheme in there. And then keep the light color scheme as well. See, they have all the same base 16 things between both of those. Yeah. Actually, would probably rather these were a little more pronounced, a little darker. That one too is not going to look any different from white. That's probably pretty good. Save. Ooh, that's nice. I don't know about that color up there. Honestly, I'm not sure about it with the light color scheme either. Maybe this ought to be base. Well, one of the darker ones, like 6. And then in that case, it'll be a lighter one. Base 5. Let's try base 5. Yeah, whatever. Let's leave the color. I'll deal with that later. Okie doke. Add dark theme. That's it. There's dark mode if you just use CSS and don't try to get weird about things. Just make a... So these are actually based on a color scheme thing, base 16, which is pretty cool. Who needs more than 6 colors? So, or 16 colors. So there's all of these. Where's the website? With just 16 colors, he's created all of these different. I think I'm the only one who ever visits this website, so there's like a cold start for it. Oh, no way. It's just gone completely? That's too bad. Anyway, lots of cool things that you can do with base 16. Just a whole bunch of different... Yeah, well, I'm not going to find anything cool in here. Remember, there's a bunch of pictures of all the different themes that you can use just by changing those 16 colors. And then even in, like right here, base 16 dark, pop, 3020. Just so many of them. Ocean, flat, light. Ooh, oh. I'm killing everybody. Let's look at them here. All right, kind of cool. Like this one. Let's see, dark Monachi. Looks like Monachi, but it's just those 16 colors. So we did the same thing with our docs on the remix docs. The whole color scheme for everything. The syntax highlighting and the actual app itself is just based on those. So switching between light and dark mode is just the exact same strategy right here. Just say, all right, here are my colors. Don't you dare use a different color anywhere, and then dark mode will just work. Kind of cool. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. All right, to do. Create the sessions table. Project task user. I guess I really don't want to use integer IDs, but I'll deal with that later. No, I can't use that here because then you can just guess someone's session. They've got something like that. Type int string. All right. So I should just get like this kind of crazy UUID. Let's see, what else do I want in my session? I want to know who is the user. Yeah, I'm going to say user ID. That's an int, or no, that's a, how do I do this? Oh, the relationship is elsewhere. Okay, user ID, that's an int. Then a user. Oh, user's already down here. User is going to have sessions. Ah, that's so cool. I just do prettier, and then this thing, I do my formatter, and then it adds this stuff for me. That's so cool. ID references ID. Okay, so I should be able to, when I try to log in, just be able to say make a session in the session table with this user ID. And then when I go to log in, I'm going to see that, yeah, that is the user ID I wanted. Or no, I'm going to look up the session by ID. I'm going to store the session ID in the cookie. And I'm going to say, oh yeah, you've got this in your cookie. Here you go. But on the initial thing, what am I going to do? I'm going to compare their password. That's right. I'm going to bring in bcrypt, compare their password, and be like, oh, you're actually, you're the real user. All right, let's go make a record in the session table. Grab your ID, commit a session with that in the cookie, and now all of the requests are going to look this thing up and be like, yeah, you're a real user. If I didn't want to hit the database, I guess I could do like a token too, and then I could just validate the token, sort of like JSON web tokens. But I'm just going to keep it simple and hit the database. Old school cookie sessions on the database. Okay, I think that's all I need. Prisma migrate dev name add sessions. Okay, I got a sessions table now. Blink. Create sign up page. It's going to look like this, kind of. So let's come over to our routes, new file, sign up. Yeah. Do a main in here. I'm going to do lowercase form first, just for kicks. Yeah. We'll start the, yeah, I'm going to do a lowercase. Method equals post. Passat. You know, I'm going to borrow some stuff from over here. Email, password. Submit. That looks good. Yeah, I'm going to make it required. Well, let's not make it required, and let's do some actual errors. Actually, this is going to be a lot like the login. Thinking I might just copy paste all of that junk because I'm going to have all the session stuff. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. All right, so the difference is going to be, so email's required, yeah, password's required. I'm going to have another one. Password matches. And other stuff. Password doesn't suck. We're not going to do that. Then we're going to create the user if everything works. And then, yeah, then we'll redirect and commit our session. All right, that'll look good. Password error, email error. Yeah, that's all. It's all pretty much the same. All pretty much the same. Sign up. So we've got some bugs right now in our action error handling. It's a little bit harder to debug with capital F form. I got a ticket to fix it. Let's get our fade in component. This is a fun one. Even though it's not going to get used. Oh, it's already in here. Duh. At the moment, Jake, I'm not going to store anything in the session table. It just that there is a session, and then figure out what user that belongs to. That's all I'm going to do in there. Okay, email address, password, verify password. And then use that error, session verify password error. Let's say create or sign up. All right. So what's this going to look like? What are we going to do? Loader is going to come in, get the session, see what we got in there, because we want to keep our form fields filled out for them if they have errors. I had a password verify error too. You know what? I don't want that. I just want one. Password verify. I'm just going to put the password one under this the whole time. Get rid of that one. So if the verification doesn't match or the password sucks, it's all going to be the same. Okay, loader comes in. If we had already submitted a form, we're going to have all that stuff. If we haven't yet, that'll just all be empty, so who cares? And I will want my verify password in here. And then verify password, this is going to be, did I have default values on here? Yeah, okay. Default value. This is going to be session.password. If their password sucks, Don't have a password error, then we'll use that. Maybe I just should never mess around with the password in there, huh? I don't know if there's something wrong with the username, but the password's fine. We'll leave it. All right. I actually just want to control that thing. Oh, but then the on-change will be upset. Yeah, I'll leave it. Come back to that. Verify password. This one I don't want a default value at all. You should, well, let's just give it a shot. We'll see how the usability goes. I'm not thinking completely straight right now. You know what? I'm just gonna give you your whatever password you had in there before. That's what we'll keep. And if you got a problem, you can go in and fix it yourself, but I'm not gonna clear it out. Okay. Loader comes in, gets all that junk off the session. Oh, verify password. That probably isn't gonna be set up here. I'm gonna flash verify password. All right, so now all that should be on the session. Get it in the loader and put it on the inputs. All right, now I submit the form. What happens? Get the form body, see how we're doing. If we didn't even have an email, if we didn't have a password, if what am I doing? If body.password does not equal body.verify password, error true, password error, password verification did not match. Ah! Ah! Type on line 122. 102. It's probably somewhere else now. All right. Help me out, Maxie. We'll see it eventually, I guess. All right. It's back to my loader, or my action. If we don't have, I'm just gonna like give myself some notes. Be like validations, and then down lower, handle error, and then after that, I'm gonna create the user session. All right, password doesn't match. Another one, password doesn't suck. Body.password. Length is less than 6. Flash that password error too. This is why you generally don't want to roll your own authentication, but I just want to do it for fun and make sure that if you need to in Remix, we got all the tools for you. Your password sucks. What is this? 1998? Password 1? All right. Got my validations. You know what I'm going to do here? I hate this error true thing. It's been bugging me the whole time. I want to give you more than one error though. When like you have multiple problems and it's like I only tell you one at a time. That's just better UX. I'm going to deal with that later. To do, be able to send multiple errors down so you don't have to submit over and over and over, hoping the next time you did it right. All right, that's the problem. Thank you. I need to get my types a little bit better in here too. This isn't going to be perfect, but might as well. Interface, sign up session. It's whatever this thing is returning. And how am I even using that? Session.email. Password. Verify password. Password error. And email error. Do I have that? Yes, I do have an email error. Boom, a sign-up session. That's cool. And then this thing, it can be a sign-up session too. Boom. Now it'll be like, yo, that's not the right thing. That's the right thing. All right, cool. Got a little bit of type safety in there. It'd be so cool if we could infer, you know, from here, whatever you turned in the JSON there, but probably not. Let's put our type up here. Types. Actual code. Acudal. Okay. Get the body. Don't have any errors yet. I really should make those an array, but I don't care right now. Oh, you know what I can do? I got a wider screen today. So maybe we can like bump this up to 72. Validate email password. The password match. Is it less than 6? If we errored, flash this junk. If we did not error, then create the user and let's get back over here. So probably time to run this code. Got a few things. I got a few things to check here. What do I want to check? I want to check no email. I want to check. Why are you not giving me a nice? That's what I want. There we go. No email. What else did I validate? No password. Passwords don't match. These are my test cases that I should be making. Oh, maybe I should bring in Puppeteer and actually do that. I kind of want to. Yeah, I kind of want to do that. How many people are still here? Got 20 people here. I'll just make sure this works first, and then next stream we'll add some end-to-end tests with Puppeteer. That'll be cool. All right, passwords don't match. What else am I checking? Password sucks. All right, let's try those. What? Sign up. Password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Password. Hey, nice. Even fades in and everything already. That fade is way too long though. Where's my data dash fade? It's my login. 1 second. No, thank you. Let's do like 300 milliseconds. All right. Oh, and that redirected me to login because I copied and pasted stuff. Is anything else doing that? All right. Your password sucks. What is this, 1998? Yeah, see, that's really dumb because, like, let's go find that password error too. Where are you? Right here. I want to do like a BR in there. Email is required. Password sucks. Oh yeah, because it's empty. I guess I could just tell them. That's kind of weird. So we had a password. So I guess I might, you know what? Yeah, this is terrible at the moment. I'm going to have, this is so gross. So I'm validating the email all by itself, so I can have an email error and a password error, but my password errors are just coming one at a time, and that's not what I want to do. I want to be able to tell them everything that's wrong with their password all at once, but I'm not going to do that right now. And anyone who watched the last live stream knows that I hate this too, but I'm just want to get the plumbing done. All right, so now I'm just going to validate these in error. If you didn't even give me a password. Email is required, password is required. Well, see, now looking at this UI, I do want it right next to this. So when I start styling this, that'd be a lot nicer. You know, yeah, okay. Okay, we will do it. And then let's do this one up there. This is going to be verify password error. And then, oh, did I flash that? I forgot what I just did. Yeah, okay. Now I got to return that in the loader. Verify password error. And now my type is mad at me. Like, hey. Verify password error. I think that's supposed to be a capital P. Okay. Now we got our session, and we're going to put this one next to our password. And we're going to do verify password error. Oops. Let's do that again. Yeah, you need to email your passwords required. You didn't do that. Fart. Password is required. Well, I gave you a password. Why am I not getting one? What are you posting? Oops. Oops, whoops. That's not what I want. This password. Oh. Verify password. Ah, jeez. How do you get type safety on these forms? That'd be awesome. The name there. Oh well. Okay. So now it should say your password's no good. Password sucks. Cool. I got all my... Hey, but it matched. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And you know what? Let's change this to uppercase form. I think we've graduated. See how much faster that is? I mean, I know it's all just local dev, but it's just instant. You click it and you get your stuff. Click. It's right away. If we do lowercase form, oh, lowercase form, it takes it a minute. Click. It's got to go, right? It's got to go and it's got to go download all this stuff or pull it from disk cache. That's not free. That takes it 13 milliseconds. Like we think, oh, it's cache, it's going to be cool. But, you know, 43 milliseconds to pull that thing out of the disk cache. And then it also has all of these elements, or the CSS. It's got to go pull these out of the cache too, and then parse them. But when we use capital F form and submit this stuff with fetch, then the browser doesn't have to do all that stuff. It's got everything already loaded up in memory. It doesn't have to parse the JavaScript. See, click, it just immediate. And we can even see on the network here, like this fetch took 17 milliseconds, and then these two took 5 and 8. I mean, it's local, but still, we didn't have to do all this disk cache crap and didn't have to parse this JavaScript. It's already in memory. Because really, like, browser downloads this, it's got to parse it and turn it into machine code, like stuff that it understands, right? Because it's a scripting language. By submitting with fetch, we just kind of jump past all of that, which is really cool. Okay, let's start talking to the database. Now I'm glad I didn't write a bunch of tests. All right, if everything's good, then let's, I think I want to make, I don't want to do this all in the route. I might want to like register users from other places like helpers or admin interfaces or things like that. I guess it's a quick write to the database though. Some people say dry, do not repeat yourself. Other people say wet, write everything twice. So I'm gonna do it just once here. So I'll say await Prisma user create data. What can I put on a user? Their email. That's body.email. Oh, you know what? I should validate the email a little bit, just a tiny bit. Body.email includes an @ If it doesn't have an @ It's not an email, dork. Okay. Where was I? Come on. You're not jumping to the right place at all. Prisma. And then password, body.password. No. What is this API? I haven't done it in a little while. Node. Oh no, actually I want bcrypt. npm bcrypt, I think is what I want. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Ah! I'm so bright down here. I turned up the brightness on my camera. There's normal brightness, but I'm gonna just look at it here. Is this it? This isn't the one that I want. Yeah, maybe it is. I thought I had way more downloads than this. I thought more people were using this. Cryptography, Node.js. Yeah, you can just use crypto, I guess. I've just used bcrypt before. Anyone got any opinions on the live stream? What is HKDF? Key salt info. Happy iron. That's even got fewer. I'm just going with bcrypt. I'm going to do a little bit of research and maybe I'll. This one's kind of interesting too, though. Yeah, I'm just going to do bcrypt. I've done that. I've used that one before. Yeah, that's what we're doing. This is what we're doing. What is the package name? Just bcrypt. Oops, oops, oops. All right, here we go. Improt. And then, it hurts. I actually prefer light mode, but it's night for some of you and you're watching this, so I'm trying to be nice. Usage. Did I have a promises API? It's promises, thank you. Hash and salt rounds. Man, I'm a little out of my element. It's been a long time since I've done much with this. Tell me about salt rounds. Oh, that's just how many. Okay. Okay. Shouldn't I provide some sort of secret, though? Like my own salt? They're just going to do the rounds for me, huh? Usually you give it like with cookies and stuff. Okay. Okay. I will just copy and paste code from the internet. All right. So, I don't want to do this in my loader, but I'm going to, and then I'm going to move it out. Password hash equals await body.password. Let's do, how many rounds did they do? 10? 10's good enough for them. It's good enough for me. And then my password is going to be password hash. Oh. I remember in our React training workshops 6 years ago when we first started them, it was like this was notable. Like, oh, you don't have to include that. And it just was blowing people's minds. Honestly, those first workshops were way more just JavaScript workshops. We always joked that they were JavaScript workshops in disguise, or yeah, in disguise as React workshops. Am I storing anything else? I'm not. That's it. That's all I store about my users. All right, let's put an error. Let's deal with these errors. And if we get an error, we're gonna session.flash db error. I could not create user. I don't know. And then I'll just log out of there, or to the console. And that means I might have another thing in here. What was this? db error, is that what I just called it? And so then I'm going to pull it out of my loader too. I'm really not digging my... I mean, it's direct, like we know exactly what's happening. And we've got some... I guess we don't have type safety there because it's optional. It might not be there. But anyway. You know, I'm not going to call this db error. I'm just going to call this error. And then that way... like this is just like a generic error. I'm just thinking about my UI over here, and I'm just going to put like a generic error somewhere, right? It's not like on the password fields or anything. It's just out there. So that's just my generic error. And so let's get back to our form. And then where should I put this? I'll put it under the button because that's where the user ended up. Session.error, and let's do another one of our little beautiful fade-ins. And I want to make sure that that works. Beef. Oh, uh-oh. This is a bug that we're fixing this week. Knock. Okay. AWS SDK. Mapbox node pre-jip. So some of you know how we turn this whole component into two different files, one for the server, one for the browser. And obviously we got to get like bcrypt and this kind of junk out of there for the browser. So I'm going to move this bcrypt junk over into a different module, and I wanted this module anyway. So I'm going to call this, what am I going to be working with? This is like just like session user stuff and crypto. I'm just going to call this user TS. I'm going to drop, yeah. And then I wonder if this will, I don't know if I have to put .server on the end yet. We'll see if it has to do that. So what's going on is bcrypt. It's got a package JSON down here. And its package JSON does not say side effects false. If it did, if it said side effects false, then our bundler, when it tries to bring this in, our bundler will be like, oh, you don't have side effects, meaning importing you. If you don't get used in a module, I can just get rid of you. But we don't know that for sure. Maybe there's a console log inside of bcrypt. If you want to know more about this stuff, it's we've got this little thing, module constraints. You can read all about it and how our code splitting and stuff works. But anyway, so I got to get this out into a different module. So I'm going to move it over into not session, user. You know what? I'm just going to call it crypto. Let's call it crypto for now. And now this module is part of my app. And my app says in my package JSON, no side effects. So this way, this is like our trick to be able to split these modules apart for the browser and the server. And all you got to do is get it out of the route module and into your own module. I got too many files open here. It's stressing me out. I hate tabs. I hate them. Aren't these already tabs? Like, why do I need to repeat everything that's in my buffer? Anyway, whatever. I should go back to Vim instead. Yeah, can't complain. Go back to Vim or don't complain. All right, so I'm gonna bring in bcrypt up here, and then I'm just gonna export bcrypt like that for now. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to do that, but I'm also going to export function create password hash plain text. And I'm just going to do all that work right here. I gotta create password hash. And all that is right here. So now I can say, where is that code? Oh, it's a password hash. Await create password hash body password. Oh, that's not very interesting, is it? What did I do? I added the 10. I added the 10. But this is nice because I might go try to do something besides bcrypt and try to use some like native Node APIs for that instead. And then I wouldn't have to change anything on my loader. I would just change stuff back here. Okay. So now my bundle should work. Also, when our bundler dies on errors, that's not intended. Michael's working on that this week. Okay, so cool. So now our module side effects worked out because I moved that thing over into its own file, wherever I just put it, crypto. And now that's a module of my app that says package JSON side effects false. So our bundler can safely remove that code for the browser build, which is cool. I can turn off the tabs in VS Code settings. I think I will do that one of these days. They just stress me out. I also don't put anything on my desktop. I hide all my icons because I don't need that junk in my face. I put all sorts of junk on my desktop. It's an absolute disaster. Blah! And this computer, I've only been using this computer for like a month. Should see it after 3 years. Okay, let's see how this goes. Password one, sign up. Okay. Why'd I go to login? Oh, I flashed this session. That makes sense. Okay. Could not create user. There's my error. This is what is also cool about keeping error messages in cookies and server state is that stuff sticks around until you get rid of it. Anyway, I think that's cool. Okay, so if I got an error here, I don't want to do that one. That's like a success case. This is, I messed up. So I'm going back to this screen. You know what? I'm going to be doing this a lot. Let's just type these once. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. We bit shift in here. Or password one. Verify password. I don't want to type that 100 times. Yeah, I could not create user. All right, my error worked. One of the best reasons to do error stuff first is you're going to screw up your code later. So it's good to already handle those errors. All right. And then down here, yeah, then we see the error. That's cool. So now I really don't care about what error Prisma might throw here. I'm just generically catching it, and I'm telling the user something decent. Okay. So I'm going to do that. And then what? I guess I could do, yeah. So now that I got a user, wait, Prisma. Oh, is this gonna give me a user? And now I'm going to create a session, and my data here, user ID is going to be user.id. I don't need to put anything else in here. I might like yeah, that's all I'm going to do. Could not create user or session. Not sure which. Check the console. Oh, I blew up my bundler again. That same problem? It's weird. How did this work before? That first time we got through this once. All right, and this is where I could dig in and try to figure that out some more, but when you're getting those kinds of issues, you drop a server on there, and that's like the mega escape hatch to our bundler to split these things up, to say, hey, this thing, don't even try to bundle this for the browser, but I'm not going to use it in the browser, I promise. Oh no. It's still going for it, huh? Oh. Why did VS Code not automatically? Oh yeah, there we go. I hadn't saved it. And so what this does, when you put a .server on there, our bundler is now going to look at what you tried to import, and it's just going to say, it really just says module.exports equals empty object. And so anything that you try to import from this thing is just all going to be undefined, undefined, undefined in the browser bundle. In the server bundle, we can bring it in just fine, and everything's happy. It's weird that it was working a second ago. That's going to haunt me as I try to sleep. All right, so now we're going to make a session. Yeah, and then I'm going to do the redirect up here that's closer to the actual code that's happening. So I got my success case coming first. Here we go. Create the user in session. Make the user. Put in the session. I wonder if we can. Is Pretty are going to be okay with that? Yeah, that's a little bit nicer. And then we're going to send you to the home page. But if anything blows up, we're going to give you a message. I like it. I'm still not over this. Still not over ESBuild. It's so crazy. Okay, so here we go. Reload this thing. Oh, dang. What if I make a user? If the user is successfully created, but the session fails, then what? What should I do there? I don't know. I know it's a case, but I don't want to think about it right now. That's a bigger deal. That's a fix me. Fix me. All right. What is this? We logging something somewhere? That's silly. Oh, and then I'm logging that thing. Get out of here. Okay, cool. 1998, huh? I was, let's see, 7 years old. My birthday is on Friday, by the way. All right, let's make a user session. Okay. Cool. Prisma has a thing. I can't remember what the command is. MPX Prisma Studio. Yeah. Let's check that out. I'll put that over here. Keep this small over there. Hey. Yeah, this is cool. Session. What's that saying? That's saying that to have a user. No? To have a project? Yeah. Okay. Tasks. Yeah, I got tasks in there. I would have expected a user in here. Oh. There I am. There's some password hash. Nice. I got my old PHP myadmin back from the good old days. Look at that. That's great. Okay, and then I have a session. Oh, cool. And then they like link you over to the relationships. This is nice. Oh, and then I can do a plus and get my user in there too. So there's my user. There's my session. Unfortunately, I didn't put my session in my cookie. So let's see. What did I do? Create my sign up page. Create the user. Create the database. Oh, there it is. Put the session in the cookie. Okay. Does this let me delete stuff? because I want to delete this. Delete one record. Cool. This is going to be handy. I like this. Where am I going to put it? I'll just put it right there. Okay. Let's come back to our sign up page. So sign up, what we're going to do is, when this works, we need to commit a session here. So we need to say, I'm going to call this a DB session. And it's got an ID. So I'm going to say session.set. I'm just going to call it session. That works. I'll call it user session. Some people like to do that. Or we could do like PHP session ID. I really can't decide. I'm going to do session ID. There we go. All right, so that's going to be in my cookie. And then I will commit that thing. Let's do this again. Could not create user. Why not? Unique constraint failed on field's email. That's cool. So I should tell them like, sorry, that name is taken. Oh, it's just like goodies. Tell the user the email is taken already. I thought that I deleted that though. Didn't we delete that thing? Anyway. I got a little bit to learn there. What do they call it? Prisma migrate reset. I'm just going to wipe out my database. Yes. Then I run some migrations. All right, now I shouldn't have anything in there. Boop. Okay. So now I should have a cookie in there. I think someone just sent me a message. What's up? Ow, I did it before I could see it. Anyway, we're on the login page, so we should see our cookie in here. Yep, there's our session. Okay. Okay, so I should have a user session. So now I get to move on to update require user. I can't remember where that's at. It's in my session. Okay, so require user session. So this thing is going to get the request. What am I looking at? I'm at the login page. Actually, I'm at, I think I went to index, and that's what sent me over here. Yeah, so the index says, hey. So when I try to, I redirect, I redirect it to slash, and that tries to find the user session. And so the user session is saying, all right, let's get the cookie. And then user session is, so we're going to get the session ID out of here. I think I called it session ID. And then, oh wait, Prisma dot session dot find unique where ID is session ID. So if you've got a cookie with a session ID that I got in the database, then you're good. The only way someone got that is they physically grabbed your computer, opened the DevTools, and stole your cookie. So our cookies are signed. We're going over HTTPS. Yeah. So I'm going to find that, and I don't know what Prisma does if you don't find it. We'll call this the user session. I guess that's what TypeScript is for. Session or null. Okay, so if you don't find it, I can't believe I resisted TypeScript for years. I just thought it was a weird Microsoft thing. Yeah, I'm going to give you a session. This is great. Yeah, this is great. Okay, so if I don't have it, go to login. Otherwise, continue on. And then our index file is going to be like, I need a user. Here's your request. And we're like, cool, you got a session. And then we're going to go try to find the projects. But then we're going to have to do like find where with the user ID, but we aren't there yet. Okay, save that. Let's try to go to / again. Oh, it worked. That is commit worthy. We're going to commit that right now. Oh, my eyes. My eyes. Added sign up page. I love visual commit things. So then you can come in here and you can like, oh, I don't actually want to stage that one. I just want to do those two in this commit and then do these two in that another commit. Anyway, whatever. Add up sign up page plus sessions. All right, what is next? I've been going for over an hour, but I still got energy. So if you can stick around, you can leave, but I'm going to keep on going. I'm a night coder. Oh, Cameron's helping me out down here. You need to hit save changes after deleting a record. Oh, that's smart. So you don't just like click and blow something up. Okay, so then if I'm like, all right, let's get rid of this session, right? So right now I can log in. It's like, oh yeah, that, oops. So right now this is like, yeah, you've got a cookie. We found it in the database. Everything is good. But I can come over here to my session, delete it, save. Oh, okay. So then they kind of like give you a preview. Here's what it'll look like. That's nice. All right, so I'm going to save that change. And now my browser is going to send this cookie. And then my session code is going to try to find it, this require user session. It's going to try to hit here and it's going to be like, there's no session with that name, with that ID. And then I should go to the login page. Yeah, that is great. And then actually what I want to do is I want to just clear that thing out. I'm going to say destroy session. Like you had a session, it didn't, it's not. So this destroy session came from the same place as this get session, which is where we said create cookie session storage. So if you tried, you sent me a cookie, but it wasn't good. I'm just wiping that thing out. So now if I look at my dev tools here, my login page Is login stuff too? Get rid of that. Okay. So it should not be sending a cookie. Well, it's a different one now because my login page sets a cookie. So that's what this new cookie is. But I wiped out that old one. Okay. I like that. I'm getting tired of doing set cookie and all that junk. I'm going to do a with session probably in the next live stream sometime soon. Yeah, update require user. That was easy. Get session ID from cookie, look up in the database, did all that. Oh, log out. Let's add a log out thing. So come to my root. If we have a user session in the root, then we're going to put a button in here. It says log out. It's actually going to be a full form. Method equals post. You should never log out with a get, because then people can mess around with cookies and CSRF attacks. So you definitely always want to do log out with a post. Type submit. And where are we going to go? Make a log out action. For the moment, you have to do this if you don't have any UI here. Action. I'm going to get a request. What are we going to do? We're going to... I wish... Does Postgres have like the ability to add like a TTL to a table? The NoSQL things let you do that, and I've gotten kind of used to that over the last 5 years. Like fauna, you can put a time to live on a whole database table, so I could just tell my sessions, like, you should just die after 2 weeks, and I don't need any application code for that. I don't know if we can do that in Postgres. It's been a while. Anyway, I'm going to so I want to clear their cookie. So I'm going to get the session. Get user session. And then to do destroy database thing. To DOD. And we're going to redirect to, I guess, just login. This needs to be an async function. Yeah, this is kind of a crappy, just an any. Why is that an any? Oh, because who knows what, oh, that's not at all what I'm thinking it is. This should be So it should be all that. And now this. Is that. Oh, but I need that session. Now we can have the thing return two things. Here's actual, yeah, whatever. Whatever. I'm just gonna repeat it. I don't even care. It's 3 lines of code. I think we'll be okay. I do want a space right there though, that feels nice. Okay, so get user session, give me a real session there. I'm gonna destroy that. Well, really, I don't even need that. I can just, whatever. Well, I need both the, I keep needing both the cookie and the database record. I'll think about that later. All right. Yeah, I need, okay. User session. Now I can return user session and the session ID. Well, the user session is going to have that. Okay, duh. Yeah, user session is going to have that. Some of you are probably like, what is he stressing out about? Prisma.session.destroy where ID is session.id. If we even have a session, I don't know how you clicked that button without it, but whatever. If TypeScript wants me to do that, then I'll do that. Delete. Okay. So if we have a session, we delete it from the database, and then we destroy and we get our cookie session. Lots of conflating of the word session here that's kind of bugging me. So I'm going to get my cookie session. And then I'm going to destroy that. So I'll call this the cookie session just to be clear about what is what. Yeah, so that's only if we have a session. If we don't have a session, we got, oh, I guess let's get the cookie session out here. Oh, that's the same either way. Okay. Okay, yeah. Get my cookie session, get my database session. If I've got a database session, go delete that thing. Can I go all the way? Yeah. And then just go back to the login page. Maybe give them a message. That might be nice. Yeah, I'm going to give them a message. You click log out and now you're on the login page. You're good. Well, yeah, a message is good. So I don't actually want to destroy this session. So I'm going to say session.unset or cookie session.unset. What do we call it? Session ID. So let's wipe that out. Cookie session.flash message. You've been logged out. Get some exercise. Go outside. Do something with your life besides sit in front of a computer and watch some guy sitting at the top of the stairs writing code. So I don't want to destroy this. I want to commit this. I'm going to go over to the login page and get a message from there. Comes from logging out. Somebody somewhere is like, sort that stuff, you're killing me. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'll sort that. And then the login page can have a message right here. That's like session.message. Yeah. I think that completes the whole circle. Let's see what happens. So, oh, I'm not logged in anymore. Oh shoot, I can't do log out until I finish log in, so I can't even like test this stuff. All right, here we go. Login page. Let's see what you got. Email, password. All right, so what are we gonna do? You need to give me an email, you need to give me a password, otherwise get the heck out of here. All right, and so now, what do we do in the login page? I wrote about this already. I did this out of order. I did it out of order. There we go. All right, so check for user session first. So if you already got one, yeah, that makes sense. Let's get rid of some. Yeah, I'm doing login. Get out of here, tabs. So my loader to do check for user session. If exists, redirect immediately. I'll do that later. Yeah, I want to put these required things back. That's required. That's required. Let the browser do the client-side validation for me. You know, I should do that on the sign-up page also. That's required. That's required. That's required. Oh, you know, it'd be a fun like React thing to do real quick. To do checkbox to show password. Yeah, that'll be fun. Maybe we'll finish that off later. Yeah. Okay. Get focused. What am I doing? So I'm putting that required stuff back on. Create the database session to log in. Oh no, I got to do more than that. I gotta compare hashed passwords and then move on. Okay. So get up in my action function. There's all my validation. And then, okay. session. Let me keep my mind straight. So I don't want to do that. I need to, oh, we got more validation to do. Their passwords. All right, so I should have body.password now, right? Let given hash equal, what did I call that? Create password hash. And DB record, let's get the user. So Prisma. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I haven't done one of these yet. Prisma.find user. Find unique. Where, I guess it's just like ID, it's something interesting. Where email, body.email. Let's not hash that until we find a user. If we don't have a user, oh, so this is actually more validation. So this validation needs to be down below. So if there's no user, errored. I hate this errored thing so much. I hope I wake up tomorrow morning like, this is how I want to do all that validation. Email error. Oh, you know, I don't actually want to tell them that. Oh, yeah, it's fine. I can tell them that that person doesn't exist. There's no user with this email, whatever. Otherwise, okay. And now, oh yeah, and now we'll do the next bit. Let's get the given hash and let the DB hash, password hash. I don't need that. Oh, bcrypt compare. That's right. They've got a thing for me. Okay, load hash from your password DB. Yeah. So I'm going to compare the one that they just gave me to this, and then they're going to tell me if it worked or not. Okay, so I don't need to do that. I can say password matches, and then bring in bcrypt. Where do I want to get that from? Yeah. Compare. Now what was their order? Plain text and the hash. All right, so there's, and then the hash, user.password. What? Oh, I need to await that. Password hash. Cannot find bcrypt. Did you mean crypto? Bring it in. Okay, guess I gotta import that myself.
You talking to yourself?
I'm talking to myself. Yep, just talking to myself. No, I'm doing a live stream actually. Your dad is a famous YouTuber. Yeah, they're listening to me right now. In the middle of the night, they're listening to me. Some people don't live the same place we do, so it might not be the middle of the night. All right. All right, all right, all right. Password matches. I guess I could just do like a... Oh, I need to await that. Now what do I get? Yeah, Boolean. This is the craziest thing about promises. So you can just like throw them in the middle of a else if thing. Boom. Else if... Nah, I don't like that. That's gross. What do I want to do in the control flow here? I guess if it doesn't match, because I'm just kind of like doing everything. And then at the end, yeah, I hate this error true thing. I gotta, this is so bad. This is the worst. Password error. Sorry. That username and password combination is wrong or something. So you all probably know this, but you don't want your error message to reveal that a username actually exists. Oh, Ben just said something. Just realized your computer desk looks like it's in the hall. It is. We moved from Washington recently. I guess not recently, September. And we're building a house at the moment. And so then we bought a townhouse to live in until then, and then we'll probably keep this townhouse as a rental and rent it out to people. Maybe sell it. I don't know. And so, yeah, so we live in this little townhouse, and there's not a spot for an office for me, except for at the top of the stairs. So I'm at the top of the stairs in this little like nook. To my right is a patio. To my left is my master bedroom. It's kind of funny. All right. Sorry, that's actually nice because that password error is going to go right next to my password thing. Okay. So we get through all our validation. If you didn't have a user, well, hey, what the heck? Did these things match? They didn't. Okay, failed. All right, if we failed, then get the heck out of here and commit all that session stuff. But if it worked, if we got here, we are done. Oh, look at that. We got a to-do waiting for us. We made it. And so now we're going to say await prisma dot session dot create user ID is user ID. Where's my user? Oh, it's like, it's gonna be mad because it doesn't realize that error. Oh, yeah, that's what's going on. So we're like, if we don't have a user, error is true. And so we know that we're not going to get down to this block. But TypeScript doesn't know that, and TypeScript is like, you might not have a user. So I can do this and be like, I'm going to have a user. But we might not. If someone changes this code, someone like changes the flow of this, then we might not have a user. What do I want to do about that? Do I want to go with the bang? You know, I'm going to bring over a little function that I really like called invariant. Where are you? Oh, no, I don't. Oh, man. I could never write this from scratch. All right, so I don't even. Your app code screwed up, run-in. Nice try. Try harder. So this is a nice little function with a bunch of weird TypeScript junk. So that when I have a runtime thing like this, where I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure I got a user. Instead of doing this, maybe I really do have a runtime error, and my code's not as good as I think, and maybe I don't get here, right? If something changes about this line and this line, there's still a chance that this is going to fail. So what I do is invariant user, and then user is not defined. So this is a way for me to, I get the type safety where it's like, okay, this is going to throw if I don't have a user. And so my code will not get here. Code can't get here. And we taught TypeScript that with all of this junk right here. We asserted that value is t whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then our actual code does that. And then it throws that error if the thing doesn't exist. And then TypeScript is happy because it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I know I'm not going to get here if user isn't defined. And I don't have to go like, it seems like sometimes in TypeScript I have to go refactor all my code just to like make TypeScript like the way that I wrote it. And I've been bugged with this the whole live stream too. And TypeScript helps me show like, hey, yeah, you are being weird. Anyway, so this invariant is kind of nice. So this is not like, yeah. We use invariant in remix, which means we screwed up. Like our code is broken. And so whenever we have an assumption about something and we're like, we should have a route module here. Otherwise, how did we get on this page? We have an invariant in there, and then we can tell you like, hey, we screwed up. Please file a bug. In fact, I think that's what it said over there. This is a bug in remix, not your code. Please go to the dashboard and file an issue or whatever. Oh, someone asked, why does that work? Oh, it's been a while since I've written this, but you can have these. Well, I didn't even write this. Someone gave this to us that we were talking to. You can, this little asserts value is stuff can tell TypeScript that when I throw something into this function, it's going to assert that something. Well, let me try to find it. Oh, that's not it. Got some simpler ones. Downloading TypeScript. That's not what I want either. yeah, asserts value. These are just so abstract. But it's basically a way, like, you actually have, it's when you have runtime assertions. Can I come get ready for bed? Uh, hang on. I need to get that out of there. So whenever you have a runtime assertion like this, like we're at runtime, we're figuring this out. We can't figure this out statically. This is a runtime thing that we want to like assert the values false or null or undefined. And then you can do these asserts things to tell TypeScript like, hey, just trust me that this function invariant asserts value is string or whatever, or asserts the value exists, or asserts value is a t. We passed in a thing, and it's going to assert that it is that thing. But we're going to do it at runtime because we can't do this statically. Anyway, there's probably a way better explanation than that. Okay, so now I'm going to create my user session. And I should try catch that too. Just do all of this. And then if that fails for whatever reason, we're going to go right back to login. And we're going to say session.flash error could not create session. And then log that to the console so we know what the heck happened. And then let's go display that. So we're going to have error in here in our loader. And then session.message or session.error. And then we can like style this a little bit differently. So as usual, if we did a try catch, let's blow it up first. Kaboom! Yeah, we won't even get to that either. Whatever. I think I turned this off a while ago. Password 1, I think, was my password. Yeah, could not create session. Beautiful. Now let's actually do it. Password 1. Oh no. What is this saying? Invalid Prisma session, find unique invocation. Where that looks, the centering is so gross. I gotta fix that. Argument where I have type session where unique input needs at least one argument. Lines are optional. I probably got a better message over here. Find unique. Is that the login? Is this what's blowing up? haven't done anything like that yet in Prisma. Should be easy. Where body.email. Argument where of type session where unique input needs at least one argument. Isn't that what I did? Provide filter here. Guess it's time to go see. That's literally what I did. Literally what I did. When in doubt, hard code it out. Yeah, there's my email. Am I really not doing this the right way? I swear it's exactly like theirs. Is my schema marked unique? Yes, sir. Mine looks exactly like theirs. And this is the one that it's whining about. Right? Oh, it's talking about session. Oh. Yeah, this delay. Logan knows what's going on. Yeah. It's my session. ID. These ones don't have to say that they're unique, though. But since they're auto increment, maybe they automatically are. My sessions are strings, and I definitely do want that. There's probably a better way to do this that I don't know yet. Prisma UUID unique ID key. Whatever. What's this tell me? Yeah, boom. ID default UUID. That's exactly what I did. String ID default UUID. All right, let's go see where. Did I mean, I guess maybe I didn't. I guess just listen to the error message. Maybe I didn't actually pass that in. Nope. I'm over there. I'm over there thinking that they've got a bug. Okay. What does this mean? Does this mean that I'm... Oh, well, I think maybe it's time to end the stream. All right. Let's oh, and it's down in here too. Oh yeah, because of our cool error error boundaries. Anyway, I'm just gonna clear everything out, and then let's clear out these sessions. Do we have any? Yeah, we do. Sessions are gone. All right, I should be able to get a login page again. Nothing? What are you talking about? Get out of here. I don't have a cookie. Don't have a session. Okay, what are we doing wrong? Doing something wrong. All right, log in. Start from the top. Loader. Check for user session. Get session. That's just getting the cookie. And then we're like email, message, password, error. We're just getting that kind of junk. Oh, this is a post. I keep doing that. No, I'm not doing that post again. We're all sorts of messed up. Oh my gosh, we're all the way in like node headers junk. Get document headers. What the heck did I do? All right, root. This is where everything starts. User session, get user session from the request. Get a session ID. We don't have one. Oh, duh, of course. You don't even have a cookie. Don't even have a cookie. If there's no session ID, turn null. Just get the heck out of there. Don't even try to go to the database because we don't even have a cookie to try to find it. All right, got rid of one error. That first one. Now who's trying to go? We still aren't at login, so we're still in root. Get user session. Should have been out of there. And then that's it. Oh, now we're at index. That's right, because we're at slash. So what is index doing? Index is saying require user session. So require user session. What are you going to say? You're going to say, let's go to the cookie. Oh, that's right. We've got two things. We've got the like, give me a user session. Maybe I have it, maybe I don't. So I'm going to change the header. Then we have the index saying, no, I need a session. Otherwise, I can't do anything. And so this one is saying, get the cookie session, session ID. Yeah, so if we don't have a session ID, Then we're going to get the heck out of here. We don't need to do any of that stuff because they didn't even think that they had one. Okay, we actually did have a session ID in the cookie. So let's try to find it in the database. We don't have it in the database. Everything's good, move on. Okay. No cookie. No DB. Everything's honky-dory. I don't even know how to spell that. All right. No. I need to await that. Okay. I don't even know which one we're calling at this point. So we just log the heck out of everything. It's time for bed. Oh, we're calling both of them, okay. So how? I gotta fix this or else I won't be able to fall asleep. So in both cases it's undefined. So if we don't have it, get out. If we're requiring a user session, if we don't have the session, get out. Oh. I should have looked at the comments. Yep. Boom. Yes. I don't remember what I was doing now. I was trying to log in, right? I was trying to log in. So once we get our user, we create our session, and then we go to /, and then all the other stuff that we did already tonight should work. Oh, it's really dark now. I gotta like, my wife turned off the anyway, a light that made it so you could see anything. Now it's like code after dark. Ghost stories with Ryan. Ooh, it's creepy. Okay. Actually, I can't see my keyboard. There we go. Okay, here goes. Enter. Oh, back at the login page. What happened? Session ID still undefined. Oh, yeah, the last piece. We made the Prisma session. And now we need to put it in our cookie. Where's my cookie session? Do I have it? Oh shoot, I got two things called session. Call that one cookie session. Boom. Boom. Okay, we're in business. This is gonna work. What's my password? Yeah! It worked. That logout button looks terrible. Let's what do we do? Did logout work too? Logout, did I finish this? Yeah, get rid of the cookie, flash a message, go there, commit the session, just kill the session ID. And then delete the prison one if we've got one. Yeah. Log out. You've been logged out. Go outside or go to bed. Yes. We made it. Compare those, create that, redirect. I got intense there. No, we didn't do this yet. Create logout button. Let's do that very last thing. So if we come to, let's log in. So if I go to the login page for some weird reason, I'm already logged in, so it shouldn't do that. So I'm going to come up to my loader. I'm going to call this cookie session. And then we'll say user session equals await. Require user session, get user session. If user effect, we've got a user session, return redirect to slash. Get rid of that console.log, wherever the heck those are. Oh, it worked. It already worked because of live reload. Boom, we're already there. Already logged in. This is a good point to commit. Ah, so bright. I'll actually finish off my to-dos. Bop. Beep. Boop. That's it. That's all we did. Wasn't much. Log in, log out. Boom. How long have these streams been going? 2 hours? Today, hour and a half last time, 3.5 hours, and we've got full blown. I'm gonna hold my camera out here. We've got full blown user auth all the way through. Log out. Didn't work. well, whatever. Oh, my server is down. Cool. All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for joining me. That was fun, and I'm just gonna keep on streaming this. I'm not gonna ever. Whenever I'm working on it, I will be streaming. So we'll have this whole app built. Now that all this user session stuff is done, I think it's going to get a whole lot more fun, a lot more UI stuff. Yeah, should be cool. Anyway, thanks. Talk to you later.